Amazing comedians and one shitty one. It's gonna be so fun. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to get this started? All right. Your first comic has never been here before. How many of you guys have been here before? Make some noise if you've been here before. We got any newbies? We got anybody who's never been here before? Just this guy? Just this guy? So you showed him where it was, right? That's the thing, is first you gotta find Sally Tomatoes, and then you gotta find the comedy show, which is out back. It's in the backyard, of course. Listen, this guy is very funny. He's a local comedian. He's a super good friend of mine. I've known him for years. So funny. Please give it up big and loud for Engin Yeshalinas.
That's how I can tell if the stripper's gonna be good or not, the way they clean the post, you know? Hello everyone, my name is Engin Yeşilyemiş and I am your comedy exchange student tonight. I am from Turkey and I've been living in the United States since 2004 and operating on a fourth language. So I steal things all the time as far as phrases and things go. First thing that I learned in 2004, I was working at a bike shop and my boss said, "You paint peanuts, you get monkeys." That made perfect sense to me because the Turkish version of that very phrase has something to do with you buy cheap meat, you cook that cheap meat, and your food is going to be lame. So, I'll do my best not to be a monkey and tell you guys about what I think what's going on. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody's corona going? Good? Good. See, I was optimistic since the beginning because Tom Hanks got corona at the very, very beginning.
My joke, by the way.
And I said, we're gonna be fine. They cannot let Tom Hanks die. He was Mr. Rogers just 2 days ago. It'd be just too cruel for America, because America is just getting softer and softer. Our hearts cannot take losing Tom Hanks. And then my mind went how advanced we are in medical field. We have Lance Armstrong. And I said, well, they'll probably put together a Magic Johnson package for Tom Hanks, and then he'll be just fine. Not a fan of AIDS jokes? No? All right, all right. Taking notes, taking notes. I will take that out. It's outdated. AIDS is outdated. Do you guys know now there's a pill for you to take so you don't get AIDS while you're in intercourse with a person who is HIV positive? Well, thanks to AIDS Life Cycle, this is a ride that goes from San Francisco to LA, and then they raise money to create awareness about HIV and AIDS. They raised so much money, now we have a pill where you do not get AIDS. You take it before you have sex, and you're cool. And now, AIDS cannot be detected. So let's have some faith in our medical system, and I think we're gonna be just fine. Trust me, I come from Turkey. I've seen worse. This is a walk in the park. All these riots, that's an every weekend thing in Turkey. Turkey's still standing up strong. We're doing just fine. We're living in abundance, and here we are. We're outdoors enjoying each other. Speaking of AIDS life cycle, I want to talk about some of the differences that I have realized during my experiences in this country. I was, for 9 years, the head of Rest Stop 1 for this ride. This ride goes from San Francisco to LA, and then every day there's Rest Stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's the lunch in between, and then I'm head of Rest Stop 1. And we're the bike mechanics. This is done with the bicycles and whatnot. And every year, your team gets a volunteer, a non-bike mechanic. And in 9 days, you make a bike mechanic out of this person. One year, there was a lady from Boise, Idaho. She was a stroke survivor, and she became one of my best flat tire changer at the end of the 9 days. And then one day, we got this gentleman named Jake. Jake was gayer than gay, my kind of gay. I like the disco ball glitter gay, not the uptight gay. What's the point of being an uptight gay? You know? I think if you're gay, yes, you know, you gotta get into it. Or else, everybody else is uptight, join them. So we live in a time where, today we live in a time where, you know, we all think we're right. We're very, very adamant about how right we are, about what we believe in and how we operate around that. And as Jake joined our team, we're going through the days and we're spending ungodly amount of hours together, considering these are the people who don't know each other. And I'm kind of overhearing, and I got to look after Jake because Jake was also a non-mechanic. So we taught him how to change flats. So for the rest of his life there, he was going to change flats for us. At the end of it, he became a very, very good flat changer. And I'm kind of like looking after Jake with one eye while I'm just managing the entire Rest Stop 1.
How you doing?
And I witnessed these conversations where Jake is going up to bike mechanics or whoever he engages with. He asks them about their opinion regarding circumcision. He would go to whomever and say, hey, what are your thoughts? And he was a firm believer, and later I learned there was a movement called Intact. See, English is fourth language, so I'm constantly accumulating this very vital vocabulary. So the Intact movement is all about, let's not circumcise our boys, because it's violent, and it's crazy, and it's vicious. But if you listen to Jake, Jake will also tell you how his parents did him wrong when he was little, and he was also curious. By the way, Jake was like 35 years old at the time. He was very, very bummed about the fact that he may have lost some of the sexual pleasures that he could have received had he had his foreskin still intact. This is day 6. We're tired because we're the first people to get out of bed and last people to go to bed. Because once we get to camp, everybody dumps their bicycles and we sit there and fix them so they can wake up tomorrow morning and ride to the next city. Day 6, we get to the rest stop a little early. We have time. We set up. We're looking good. We're awesome. This young fella, just wearing a pair of shorts and his t-shirt in his hand, ripped, came to us running, super cheerful. And he said, hi guys, I am such and such. I'm on this quest to become some sort of a public figure, and I took on this challenge to run from the Canadian border all the way down to the Mexican border. Mind you, we're in California, so this dude has been running for a while till he bumped into us. And since he wanted to be part of a public figure, and how he wanted to earn this thing by doing this challenge, he was just touching hearts as he was traveling in his run. I know, so far, nothing funny, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. As he's introducing himself, Jake popped the question. Hey man, since you're going to be a public figure, what's your take on circumcision? And somehow this runner dude had such an appropriate answer for it, it baffled me. It baffled me. And he left. Now the conversation was so tight and so involved, he started asking each of us, and then it was my turn. Jake asked me, Engin, what's your take on circumcision? Since I was the leader, I was working for the corporate, I had to give a PC answer. But now I'm going to give you guys the answer that I really want to give him that day. I want to tell him, hey Jake, I got circumcised when I was 10. In Turkey, circumcision is an incredibly important thing. It's your first step into manhood. They make this elaborate celebration for a week. They make the kid feel like a king. So I actually met my foreskin and I hung out with it. I don't suffer from any trauma. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But I could not say that. I could not say that. So, at the end, as you see, our right might be somebody's wrong, and somebody's wrong could be our right. So, I think we're all in this together. Let's find out about each other's story and love one another. And let's harden up a little bit. Don't forget, I met my foreskin. My name is Engin Yeşilyemiş, and thank you for your patience.
Yeah, for Engin, everybody.
That
Wow,
was brave.
completely personal story, boys and
Very
girls.
personal. That was brave.
Yeah, I think he talked me into it, man. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna make it happen. All right, listen, your next comedian is from Cairo.